Jake's mailbox explodes with credit card offers, shiny plastic promises of rewards, and zero interest. But behind the glitter lurks a debt trap that swallows millions of Americans. Will Jake escape or become another victim? Let's find out in Dollar Drama. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Dollar Drama, where we solve financial mysteries through animated stories. Today's story is about Jake, who went from a simple college graduate to a victim of credit card debt. If you also want to know why Americans can't get out of credit card debt and how these plastic cards take control of their lives, then watch this video till the end, because at the end, I'll tell you how you can avoid this trap. So just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any story from Dollar Drama. Americans have made credit cards a part of their daily life, but this convenience traps them in a cycle of debt that becomes difficult to escape. This story begins when a young American starts his first job and credit card offers start pouring into his mailbox. Our character is Jake, a fresh college graduate. Every day, colorful envelopes arrive in his mailbox with promises of 0% interest for the first year, cashback rewards, travel points, and so much more. Jake thinks this is a great deal. He applies, and within a few days, a shiny credit card arrives in his hands. In the first month, Jake stays responsible. He only uses the card for groceries and gas and pays the full balance at the end of the month. But then his friend tells him that the rewards points earned on credit cards are basically free money. Jake thinks if he spends more, he'll get more points. This is where his thinking starts to shift. One day, Jake is shopping online. He likes a latest smartphone that's beyond his budget. But the credit card is sitting in his wallet and he thinks he can pay in monthly installments. He buys the phone. The next month, unexpected expenses come up with car repairs. He swipes his credit card again because his bank account doesn't have enough money. Slowly, Jake's monthly credit card bill keeps growing. Now he's only making minimum payments because paying the full bill from his salary has become difficult. This is where the first major problem for Americans begins. Credit card companies are very smart. They keep the minimum payment so small that people think it's easily payable. But the remaining balance carries heavy interest that can range from 17 to 25%. Jake doesn't understand how expensive his $1,000 purchase has become. If he only makes minimum payments, he'll end up paying $2,000 or even more with interest for that $1,000 item. But credit card statements are so confusing that Jake doesn't understand these calculations. For Americans, credit cards have become a necessity because their entire system is based on credit history. If you don't have a credit card and haven't built credit history, you can't get a car loan, can't buy a house, and sometimes can't even rent an apartment. So people keep credit cards because they need to build their credit score. Like Jake, millions of Americans depend on credit cards for daily expenses. Medical emergencies in America are very expensive. If someone suddenly has to go to the hospital, the bill can be thousands of dollars. Health insurance doesn't cover everything, so people swipe their credit cards. Then, while they're paying off that debt, more emergencies come and the debt keeps growing. American culture also has a tendency toward instant gratification. Marketing and advertising are so powerful that people feel they need every new product. Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday deals, discounts, and offers are everywhere. When you have a credit card in hand, it becomes difficult to resist. People think they shouldn't miss this deal and they swipe. Education is also a major factor. Financial literacy isn't taught in schools. Young adults like Jake don't know how compound interest works, how credit card debt spirals, or how to budget. By the time they realize it, they're already trapped in debt. Credit card companies' marketing strategies are also very attractive. They offer rewards programs with cashback, travel miles, and dining benefits. People think they're taking advantage of benefits, but in reality, studies show that people who use credit cards spend more than cash users because they don't see physical money leaving their hands. Jake is now trapped with 3 credit cards. He's paying one card with another card, which is the most dangerous situation. His stress level has increased. He can't sleep at night thinking about bills. His credit score is dropping, which will affect his future financial life. The structure of the American economy is also based on consumption. For GDP growth, it's necessary that people keep spending. Credit cards make that spending easy even when people don't actually have the purchasing power. Banks and credit card companies profit from interest and merchants profit from sales. Only the consumer gets buried under the burden of debt. Jake's story is the story of millions of Americans. Statistics show that the average American household carries thousands of dollars in credit card debt. This debt is being passed from generation to generation because parents can't teach their children financial discipline since they never learned it themselves. There's only one way out of this cycle: disciplined budgeting, building an emergency fund, and using credit cards as a tool, not as limited money. But until there's improvement in American spending habits and financial education, this debt cycle will continue. So, friends, this was Jake's story, which is the reality of millions of Americans. Credit cards are both a blessing and a curse. Everything depends on how you use them. If you liked this video, then please like it and tell me in the comments whether you have a credit card or not and how you handle your finances. Don't forget to subscribe to Dollar Drama because we keep bringing such interesting financial stories that will open your eyes. And yes, share this video with your friends too so they can also learn about credit cards. See you in the next Dollar Drama with a new story. Until then, take care of your money and keep your finances drama-free. Bye-bye.